Hello and welcome to Amethyst Star Crafting. My name is Jane Allmark and I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And today we're looking at Picturesque. It's one that I think's probably been overlooked a little bit in the new catalogue. It is in the mini catalogue, which I haven't. Yes, I have got it out. So it's in the mini catalogue, which runs until the end of April. And it is, I can't remember where I've put it, whether it's actually on one of these ones that I've taken out. Those are the turtles that we were doing earlier, and it's one that's easily overlooked. So let me have a look and see if I know I've put it down in, is it on this one? Nope, that's what it is. Anyway, it's in this catalogue. I will, let me see if I can find it in on here. They have a look at the back and have we got it in on the stamps? I will find it somewhere, I'm sure I will, if they do all of them. The annual catalogue, they've got an alphabetical thing at the back, so it's easy to find it, whereas this one is, as I say, it's one that's overlooked a little bit, and I should have, as always, I should have gone and put it out with something in on that. There it is. Right, okay, so it's on page 64. It's £18. You get 10 stamps. So it's great for doing scenery and scene building. And today we're going to do something which is quite a simple one to do. So you need some scrap because we are going to be using blending brushes, and I'm going to be having a background of the fresh freesia only because I cut some pieces. I've done a little 1-inch circle. I've coloured it because I had a go doing one the other day, and so I'm going to put that up there, so that gives us the sun. All I've done is I've taken just a little bit of Stampin' Seal and de-tacked it a little bit because I don't want it to stick to it too much. And then we're going to build up some colours. So I've got a variety. I've obviously got Fresh Freesia, I've got Melon Mambo, I've got Orchid Oasis, I've got Starry Sky, I've got Tahitian Tide, which is probably what we're going to stamp the Picturesque with. And then I've got Gorgeous Grape and I've got Pale Papaya. So those sorts of colours I think are going to be for the background. And let's start with the Fresh Freesia. If I can open it up. So I'm going to take the Fresh Freesia, take it round from the centre and literally just blend it out. It's about building up colour, and it doesn't matter where you're going to take it. I'm just literally taking it in from here, and you can see as we start to work it will build up a bit. So that's why you need to have your image fairly well stuck down, or the what's going to be the sun fairly well stuck down. I'm going to keep some of these open because I think I'm going to build it up quite a bit. So I then am going to take, this is has got the Pale Papaya, so I want to take that round on here, and I'm just bringing it round, so we just work our way out with the colours on this. Which is quite nice. I'm going to leave that out as well. Then I want to go into the Gorgeous Grape. I'm going to use that with the purpley blues on here, and that's going to come out from the side a bit. should have taken it further off, but it doesn't matter. As we build it, it will come in nicely. Now you can see where I've got that little bit there. If you take it way off the paper and bring it on, you will get less of a bobbly bit going on, but a lot of it is going to be covered up, so we don't need to worry about it too much. So I'm just going to bring this down on here a bit, and I don't want that to be too dark, so I want to get the pale papaya again and just bring this in. Bring it down on here a bit so that we've got that sort of sun coming, or the sunrise sort of coming up with the colours in, and maybe just a little bit more around on there. And then I want to, so that's going to be the start of that. So the colours that we've used on that were the Gorgeous Grape, the Pale Papaya, and the Fresh Freesia. Then I want to take the no, I'm going to leave it like that for the moment. We're going to go round the whole of the outside when we've finished. So this, I'm just going to take the little mask off, and I want to just colour it in just a little bit, and I'm going to use the Fresh Freesia to just what I've got left on the brush, and all I'm doing is just taking it so that it's not quite as stark. I can take a little bit of this one as well and just tone it down a little bit. You can see it's toned down a bit, but you still want it to be quite sort of bright. Okay, so now we're going to take the Starry Sky and we're going to take the trees. We're not using a lot of stamps on this one. As we did last time, we know that they all sort of fit in together. So when I was showing you before, I did this piece here fits inside this piece there, and this piece fits into there, so you can bring it into a little scene, but you can use other things for it as well. So this time we're literally just going to be using one image and the birds and a sentiment, so just to show that you can use lots of different things. Now I'm taking I want a fairly large size block for this because it is quite long, and so I'm going to let it relax up here because it's quite long, and you can then get your tree sort of goes in at a bit of a weird angle otherwise. So just put it in like that, and that will work perfectly. So I'm going to do some of it in the Starry Sky. So let's just ink this up in the Starry Sky like that, and then I want to just bring it in straight across like that. Okay, then I want to take the tree, so I'm just doing one side on there, and this tree is going to come in on the side here, and I'm just going to tip it a bit because I want that tree to come in on the edge like that. And then I also want the tree excuse me I want the tree to come in on the other side as well, but I can use the smaller one. So let's just take this one, and again inking it up, and I want this to come in like that, in on that side. Okay, so we've got those in on the side like that. Then what I want to do is I want to take the I'm going to just do another one. Now I'm only going to do this tree here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make sure that I've just got that tree just like that. And then I can put this tree up in on here. So I've cleaned the rest out so I know that it's not going to come, well, it's come a little bit, but that's because I didn't clean it very well. Doesn't matter, because we're going to fill in on the inside with the Tahitian Tide. And if you look at the Tahitian Tide, you'll probably think, it's a bit turquoisey, but it actually works, I think is going to work really well with this. So now we're going to take the Tahitian Tide and we are going to do exactly the same thing, but we want just this tree here, the big tree. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one in on here. I'm going to take one in like this. You can see how it comes out quite nicely, because it just gives that sort of little silhouette look, and I want to have it the same sort of strength. Like this in there. So I've got it at sort of different, so it gives that illusion of going back. Then I want to take the sentiment. I will clean that off a bit better. But I want to take the sentiment in here. What shall we have? Difficult roads bring you to beautiful destinations. I really like that. I think that's just quite inspiring. So I'm going to take that and put that in. Just put it on here. It's going to come with the starry sky. And I'm doing that first before I put some birds and things up, because I want the sentiment first. Otherwise what happens is you put your birds in and then turn around and go, oof. Okay, so that's going to come just about there. Like that. Difficult roads bring you to beautiful destinations. And I need to keep that out because I want to do the birds, because the birds are beautiful. Just clean that out. Starry sky is a very dark colour, so you really need to clean your stamps well afterwards, otherwise you will end up, and I've done that with the Simply Chamois, but and that's fine, but sometimes you will get little bits of residue on there because it's such a dark colour. Okay, so now we've got the little birds, so I can put those on here. And again with the birds, make sure that you just let them relax. I'm putting it on this one because that's fine. Just inking it up very carefully. And I'm going to have two birds flying there. And then I want two birds just coming off like that. So you've then got the birds sort of flying in. Could even be rainforest, and they could be bats if you love sort of bats. They're quite sort of nice in that sort of look. But you can see you've just built a very simple scene, just using some colours, and you can mix and match your colours as you want. I want to now I'm going to take the background first and have a look. So if I put this on here, it does work quite well, but what I want to do is I want to just bring in the outside of this a bit more so that it comes in quite nicely. So I'm going to take the Starry Sky and I'm going to take it from the bottom and bring it up just along the edge. Not going to do too much on there because I actually like the paleness of there, but I've just done a little bit on there. Let me put that on there again and see whether that's enough. That's fine on the top. I don't want any more on the top. I do want some more on the bottom, but the blending brush is not going to work. However, a sponge dauber will, because I want that bottom piece to be more blended in. So let's get the sponge dauber and I'm going to get it in the I want this to come in on the bottom. You can see now how it's starting to fill in those little bits right on the bottom, which is what we want. Okay, so that's given the bottom bit beautifully. And this top, I just want to take it in a little bit in the, I've done the blue, but I'm just going to take some more of the Highland Heather because that's on our outside. And again, sponge dauber this time. I'm just going to take it. It's quite pale, so it's not going to come as brightly as the other, but just want to take just the very edge of it on here to just bring that in just a little bit. Now let's put that on there and see. That's better. Can you see you've just got a little faint part of there that's in the fresh freesia, and then I just want to do the last little bit in, where's my, there we go, the purple, because this purple is, if we look at this, it's got the reddy tones in it rather than the bluey tones which the Starry Sky has. So I just want to add a little bit of this one in which is my purple. That one is, I think, can't see which one's which one here, but it will be in a, it's that one, isn't it? Here we go. That's better. So just a little bit on here. I'm just going to take that because I just want that little bit on here to just be a little bit more on the purpley side. There we are. I think that's perfect. You can fiddle about with it too much, but I just wanted it to bring the colour in. So then when I put this on here, just dropped a sponge dauber on the floor. Pick that up so I don't lose it. Let's put that back in its place. Okay, so I'm going to take this off like that, and then we can see if we put this on here. Now I could do it on I could pick up any of these colours. So I could do it on the starry sky, I could do it on the Tahitian tide, depending what colours you want to bring. I wanted to bring that sort of night sky in, so I will do it on that one. So this is the Picturesque. It is a lovely set that you can do such a lot with, and, you know, build up all sorts of scenes. So I hope you enjoyed that. As always, please stay safe and well. Please be kind, and look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye-bye.